receive our petition. We never said we are going to present our petition to the head of security or someone responsible for security, with all due respect. They have actually mismanaged the affairs of the central bank. They have mismanaged the affairs of monetary policy. Today, Ghana, our beloved country, is on 8 nails.
This is the same Atu Forcing. Atu, is it the same you? Is it Atu Forcing? Hey, Atu! Hey, Atu! Hey, Atu Forcing! Were you not the person who could not draw down on the CDB loan? Were you not the one who could not implement successfully the IMF facility that disbursement seized? Are you not the same person? Yes, I tell you on authority that during your time, you could not successfully implement the IMF deal. Sit down. Mr. Speaker, this is the same Atu Forcing who today want to create a certain impression about the finance minister. Now you see, say it is sweet you. Sit down.
Okay, so from the back end at the MCR to the front end at the studio where you see the final product, sometimes we let you see the preparatory product. I am the final product, so I am the banana that you eat. But the guy is prepared, so if it's fried rice, I'm the fried rice you're going to eat right now. But it's been prepared by some people and we acknowledge them all the time. Good evening, welcome to what promises to be, what promises to be one of the most controversial Good Evening Ghana's ever done, especially this year. So we put out a flyer this afternoon where, as we always do, talking about, we spent quite a bit of time deciding on our flyer. And so we spend a bit of, we know that it's small, but we pay attention to all the small details over here. So we spent quite a bit of time putting our flyer together. So we went through a debate. Some said this, some said that. Eventually, this is the flyer that won. If I walk you through the various options that we chose before we came to this one, you will be amazed. But eventually, this one is the one that won. But this has generated so much commentary, especially among members of the Ghana Bar Association and among Ghanaians abroad who are also lawyers. They've been asking questions about what we intend to do with this. So let's, Ujal Machadu, good evening, welcome to the show. Today is fireworks, so we have to start now with the fire. Okay, 22 minutes past 9 o'clock. So this is our flyer. What a cross-examination this turned out to be. Bullet by bullet account of Setekpe versus Attorney General Dame. All right. So people even ask me questions like, why didn't you put Dame versus Attorney General? Why do you say Setekpe versus Dame? All that came up. So I explained to them that, so you know, in football, when you're watching Manchester United versus Arsenal, it's different from Arsenal versus Manchester United. The club whose name is written first is playing at home. If you didn't know that, just learn it. I learned it from somewhere and I'm sharing with you, so just learn it. The club whose name comes first is the home team. So Manchester United versus Arsenal is different from Arsenal versus Manchester United. So Tekpe was at home because he was leading the evidence for the defense. Okay, so we put this flyer up and people kept asking, what are we going to discuss? Okay, so this is what we're going to discuss. I'll show you. Some of our friends, and I have to thank some of those lawyers who called me and said, that's Paul. You see, this time, this is what the rules say. And I said, no, I've taken care of all of that. All of us here have taken care of that, so no problem. And particularly the law lecturer, the law lord, Dennis, on the answers that were given by Mr. Tekpe or the questions that were asked by Godfrey Dame. We have taken an editorial position that the question and answer session is a matter of grave public interest. It's a matter of grave public interest. The matter of whether or not the purchase of ambulance had any criminal aspects to it. That's a matter of great public interest, and that's a matter on trial. What we're going to share with you tonight is that Godfrey Dame asked Setekpe, what is your name? Setekpe said, my name is Honorable Setekpe. If we know Setekpe's name to be Seth Francis Joje Tekpe, and he says his name is Setekpe, we will not say tonight that, hey, wait a minute, we think his name is Joje, he admitted it. That's not our problem. That's not our concern tonight. We're going to share with you, viewers, what happened in court so So that, this is the reason why we are doing that. And this is the reason why we have been compelled to do that. So that no lawyer comes out at the end of the trial and comes to lie about what happened in the court. You see, they have not been able to say anything about both NDC and MPP. They cannot tell you anything about what happened in the election petition because you saw it. If we didn't see what happened in the election petition, either NDC or MPP, they will come and spin it one way or the other. We don't want lawyers after this very crucial trial to come and tell us that something happened in the court that was like this, something that happened that was blue, because we know there are some people, when they go to court and they win, the court is good. When they go to court and they lose, the court is bad. The same court gives them victory, good. Same court gives them defeat, bad. We know all that. And our responsibility is to make sure that the Ghanaian public are not hoodwinked. They are not hoodwinked at all. So we're going to bring to you, everything we'll tell you here today happened in the court. Every answer we say was given in the court. And viewers, you make your value judgment out of it. Look at the questions and answer, make your own determination. We are not here to make the determination. In fact, we do not have power to do so. It is in the bosom of the judge. He will make all determinations. He will say all connotations. But if the judge has said something in open court, tonight we will quote what the judge has said, that this is what his lordship said in open court. We have no commentary to run on that. So those who are hoping that we may run commentary, forget it. We are going to expose what happened, because I repeat, it is a matter of grave public interest. So before we could end, one of the lawyers said, Paul Adomotre, you have consistently been undermining proceedings in this case for obvious reasons to court public disaffection for the honorable minority leader without just cause. The presiding judge at the last hearing warned journalists in court to avoid misreporting. Yes, we are not here to misreport. We shall not misreport, Mr. Lawyer. We are going to present it as it occurred in the court, based on the notes that were taken. So don't worry about misreporting. There will be absolutely no misreporting here. It says misreporting and spinning the issues involved. We have never done that before. If at all, lawyer, you misreport. Mr. Lawyer, you are the one who misreports. We don't do that. You the officer of the court, you have been misreporting. It is you. We don't do that. So we've been doing this for 20 years. We don't know how long you've been doing your bar, but we have been doing this for 22, 23, 25 years. We don't misreport, okay? So just listen. If you want to learn something, you can learn something from me, but don't say we will misreport. We don't do that. Misreporting and spinning the issues. It is like you have decided that you don't care. Notice has been served that we will not hesitate to take the appropriate. You should take the appropriate action. You should. Because we are going to report the matter exactly as happened in court without any connotations. We understand these things, lawyer. We understand it. And we got to understand it at the time that you were in JSS, sorry to say. We understand it, okay? All right. 27 minutes past the top of the hour. It's wartime, viewers. It's wartime. So we don't pull no punches. All the gloves are off at this stage. All right. So that's our main story. The cross-examination between Attorney General Godfrey Dame and Seth Terkper. We will, however, like to take just 10 minutes of your time, viewers, to share with you some of our history nuggets as our graphic designers fully prepare for the cross-examination story. We did our notes-taking gave us about 40 pages, and so we have worked on all of that in some great detail. They are just about finishing, so we decided to